Somebody stop him, he keeps playing Terraria music. Hi everyone. Nice to be back on some Minecraft. Today we are going to undertake a very big task. And that task is to spawn-proof the entire continent that Castle Vitae resides on. We're probably not going to succeed completely, because there's going to be a lot of gaps to fill in, but I thought it would make for a fun time to just run around placing torches and copper bulbs. But I guess I should first introduce the new pets. This is Baron Sniffington IV, Smelly Joe, and Amelia Sniffdelia. And this is the Sniffer Sanctuary. And 2 armadillos as well, it seems. Putting this thing together was a pain, even with a guide. But I'm really happy how it turned out. And I've just been, like, getting in on the decorating aspect. I gotta put more mud blocks along there. But yeah, this is their little drinking pool. It's got everything you can have underwater in here. And wow, that kelp grows fast. So yeah, got myself equipped with everything we might need. Except I didn't get more oak saplings, but that's... we can just work with copper bulbs. Gotta have those there. Yep, and I got the trick of using carpets to cover up any exposed copper. You know, this is a game where you don't want to, you know, you want to bury electrical equipment under carpet. So yeah, just like that, we got 15 lit up here. But also, taking a little note out of something Mumbo Jumbo said once, and lighting up the trees, which I really grew attached to, because that's such a genius idea, because leaf blocks are transparent, so daylight detectors can go through them. I've just been doing a whole bunch of, like, grinding and preparation. I think real soon I'm going to focus on, like, truly making my portal hub in the Nether, just like improving my Nether tunnel. But I want to kind of just make the home base a little bit safer. Also, yeah, this is, this will be turned into a lava lake for getting the Feels Like Home achievement or whatever it is for the Strider. And the very real possibility is that all of these, all these things that I do are going to get moved at some point when I start doing more terraforming. Full disclosure there. Because I can't help myself with terraforming this place. I envisioned myself having more of a method to this, but I have so many copper bulbs that I don't think it matters. Just throw down anything, anywhere. This place isn't even gonna have anything in it because it's gonna be lava. Alright, so I'm like one right here. Remember that simple time when I was saying I was just gonna build a kick-ass mansion? Yeah, it seems so long ago, doesn't it? A big issue, though, is that I've realized that I need a lot of deep slate for the nether tunnel. And of course, I can go down and mine that, but I've been gathering so much normal deep slate with Silk Touch, and you just can't use that when it comes to making deep slate blocks. It's literally the reverse stone. They should add like smooth deep slate. I think that would actually be really cool. But I was like thinking earlier, is like, what if they added a way, like they added a functionality for right-clicking with the pickaxe, where you can instantly make a stone block into cobblestone. And you can do that for deep slate. It would cost durability and such, but would that be overpowered? I don't know the exact, like, mining variables for deep slate, or, like, for stone compared to cobblestone. But I was just thinking that, like, yeah, the pickaxe doesn't have a right-click usage. Could they make something like that work? Would that be too overpowered? It'd sort of get rid of, like... It wouldn't get rid of cobblestone generators. Those would still function just fine. Because it's just weird that, you know, the pickaxe doesn't... It's such an iconic tool, but it doesn't have right-click functionality. Oh, nice vines. I'll take those. We need mossy cobblestone for the sanctuary. Just gonna put that there. Oh, what? That doesn't count as solid? I guess it is transparent. This is sort of like my dream setup. I loved when the daylight detector got added. It's like, yes, street lamps! Woo! That's exciting. Okay, so went back to that. Honestly, this whole thing is making me think that, like, they should add grass carpets. That would be honestly amazing. And then it could change per biome. That's been one thing that I would love to see in Minecraft. Oops. But it would not fit in at all. It's more of a Terraria thing, but like you can adjust biomes. Because if you can't tell, I'm kind of like, I like the savannah, but I'm more of like, you know, like a fields kind of person overall. Call me basic, but it's just, you know, a good standard, like a good baseline for what a Minecraft area can be. Now it's going to be a little more tricky. It's going to be a little more tricky, but equally beneficial for us to do this at night. I don't have insomnia, so phantoms aren't gonna fuck us up at all. Should probably have my chest plate on. Like, with just enough planning and dedication, you can change a biome. That would be fun. You don't have to have, like, a gun that just spreads it, like in Terraria. Even though that would be amazing. Would the game consider it a new biome? I don't know from like how it you know, the game's programmed. I don't know the inner workings of the Minecraft code, of course. I'm assuming they wouldn't be able to do something like that, but I'm just saying that like it would be kind of cool if it could. Because I would love to have like more accessible weather, like certain mobs. It'd be too complicated with how you place blocks. Like if you place too many blocks of one type, I can imagine the biome shifting. But that wouldn't work for any kind of build. Like you could be like here, for example. Imagine if this was enough jungle wood to be considered a jungle, and this whole area right here is a jungle. And then over here we got like spruce forest and, you know, covered forest and so forth. It doesn't make sense, but it's something that I would like. And of course, it could just be like, oh, you could have built your base in another biome. It's like, yeah, I could, but I didn't want to make things hard on myself. I beat the Ender Dragon legit, and the Eyes of Ender pushed me here. It's like looking at the outskirts. This is the Shadowlands, Simba. You must never go there. Let me put away some of these drops. If we do a good job at this, I thought a good thing to do would be to go get our pets. They've been sitting at the shack for far too long. I can toss these. Nope, string is important. String and gunpowder are very important. There we go. Do you have anything of value, Wandering Trainer? I just got wildflowers. I already got a couple of those from exploring. They're those damn cave noises. See, something like that. Why do I hear cave noises when I'm clearly dug up to surface level? Is it just because we're so low on block wise, or like Y level wise? Because that just makes me anxious every time I'm using my super smelter. Hello. That didn't scare me, I promise. Maybe it's genuinely just stone proximity. Maybe I could get rid of all that. I plan to at some point. This is all the cartographers. Okay. There's another one. I luckily made a bunch of moss carpets. I've glitzed the place. Yeah, it's kind of what my vision was. If I keep the light going, it keeps mobs from spawning. Where'd my button go? There it is. Keep my mobs from spawning so I have like a fully safe place, just like an ancient city. Except like, you know, I built it myself, so I have all the satisfaction. I was eating. Thank you. Also, as much as I love these azalea trees, they're gonna have to go down at some point. They're too complicated to put a light on. Well, I guess it wouldn't be too hard. But I don't want to waste like 2 lamps. Hold on. I'm considering this right now. Oh. Let's block off. Okay, maybe that could work. Oops. Get back on the horse. I need to have acacia woods. Also, did I call them azaleas earlier? If I did, that's my mistake. I was farming some azalea so I could use them for the sniffer sanctuary earlier. Also, I heard you. Well, that looks like something. Gotta kind of like fill it in a bit more. Yeah, like I think like that just removing that one log is causing it to sparse out. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, see, it's already falling down. I could do that if I put the trees myself, but that's the logs and the logs and leaves myself, but nah, that's too much work. That's a little more work than I'm comfortable with. Let me go put away these. Clear up a little more inventory. Put away the glowstone. Toss rotten flesh. Vines go over here. Another thing I'm gonna work on is getting the like underground rail system between my silos. That's a big step right now in my mind. It's either gonna be that or I'm going to work on building a massive bamboo farm near the iron farm so that I can AFK and get a bunch of wood while I'm getting iron. Because, one, we're going to need a lot of it for on a rail. And just in general, those are, like, 2 of the easiest you know, most used resources. I think you've reached the Minecraft equivalent of Bill Gates. Wasn't that funny? Because, you know, Microsoft owns Minecraft. Nah, there's more people that are a lot more dedicated to this stuff than me. Just look at it like anybody who's on the Hermitcraft server. They're a lot more dignified too. I'm kind of just like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. And you know, they all do it in they're all dedicated to doing it in you know, survival on a harder difficulty. I went back and forth between like basic, you know, like normal and peaceful, just to have like some chill times. But now at this point, and I don't know if I should be like proud and like admitting this, but it's like now I feel like, yeah, I can stay on it and still have a relaxing experience playing Minecraft with how much I've like been like doomsday prepping, if to put a word to it, I guess. Oh, 1 second. I forgot to turn on my humidifier. Alright, let's cut down this eyesore. I'm gonna need the pillar up. But there's a lot more plans I have for the base. What if you had a humidifier and dehumidifier running next to each other? It would be a battle for the ages. That's what it would be. We're in a pretty I live in a pretty humid area, so I'm usually using a dehumidifier, but when I'm streaming, I find having a humidifier on helps my throat so much. I can go for so much longer. Especially with like this like tail end of summer. I feel the like myself absorbing the moisture so much more. Like even how short Warframe was last night, I was like I felt my voice straining, and that's not good. Okay, we got everything here. Just have a shower head pointing at your mouth as you stream. Oh yeah, that'll be good ASMR. ASMR, I'm taking a shower while streaming. I feel like that would get good views. Just imagine somebody... like, oh, wrong block. Just somebody streaming while they're in the shower. And, you know, like, they could do it in, like, pools and hot tubs or whatever. But, you know, of course they're clothed. Or whatnot. That would just be uncomfortable. I hate wet clothes. Thinking about it more. But would I do it for the views? Some days I say yes, some days I say no. Thankfully, all these sea lanterns keep this place nice and safe. What about this sucky dentist tube thing running in reverse? No, I just have like the water sprayer, like just in my mouth. Oh, hey guys, welcome back to more Minecraft. Oh, see, I missed a spot. Just those two logs would have kept the tree going. Okay, hold on. I want to go towards We go a bit towards the mini pale garden. Because I feel like a lot of mobs are falling down. I get a bunch of zombies trying to attack the village. Let's get a couple up here. These are definitely not going to be final. I guess also some torches for my horses would be nice. I'll put you guys in a barn eventually. I really need to do the barn thing just so I can put away the 4 horsemen, the 4 horses. I tried to think of a faster way to light to get redstone into these bulbs, but the torch didn't work out. Okay. Because torch doesn't power what's below it. There we go. I'll be taking your vines, though. Oh, I missed some some moss when I was experimenting with how far it's spreaded over here. I see. But yeah, look at this nice little landlocked lake. I guess that's all lakes are landlocked. Just look at this little like crater lake. We really picked like a great spot to put up base. Spawn-proof this just a little bit in case I want to go for a midnight swim, even though I have a pool right outside my 2B mansion. All right. There's that. Could use a little more grass around here. But that's a problem for another day. I also want to... Something I really want to do is I want to fix up the little Wither Island where we were fighting the Wither at. Want to make someplace even further from base because I've had some funny instances with how far the Wither skeleton skulls can go, and I don't want any of that to hit my base. Hello, creeper. I was gonna say, with it raining, we could have done some channeling there to get like an enhanced creeper, but we're not here for that. We're here for we're here to make light. Yeah, I heard your legs. Just look how nice that looks. It's beautiful. Trees should just naturally light up. End of story. That's of course a joke. It would make no sense. And apparently Mojang likes their realism. Oh, wow, that was close. I fear the creeper. I don't want the creeper to blow up my stuff. And by my stuff, I mean my like, land. You creepers aren't allowed here. I got a whole spot for you. Okay, that's bad. I've got you over at the farm. If you want to blow up, go blow up near the shack. The shack could use a little bit of character. Just look how far I hit them. Oh, wow, you survived? Wow. Oh, Enderman. Actually, no way. We don't have any inventory slots. Let's clear up a little bit, and then we'll go slay them. I actually gotta go show you this thing I put at the creeper farm. I'm very proud of it. It did make me want to tear my hair out, though. But I am incredibly proud of how it turned out. Let me just free up space. Yep, that's good. The big issue for making the connecting railroad is that I want to make it one of those auto stations that I've seen people do. We're going to just hit a button, get in a minecart, and go. Takes a little more, more ingenuity for that kind of stuff, though. I also do feel like just putting back this one piece of stone we've got. And some bones. Okay, let me go show you that real quick. Well, it's night. Doesn't have to be night for it to work, but it's more aesthetic. We get to fly into the night sky. Look at all those leaves still despawning. So yeah, I got rid of the gas parker. So now there's a skeleton here. And I just realized I need to actually take off my armor. So I take off my armor, get the skeleton there, and I get records. The part that took the longest was getting the skeleton. Oh wow, that creeper didn't die instantly. Was getting the skeleton up here. And I hated every second of it. But I got there eventually. Is there any way to heal undead mobs? Oh, we got Chirp. That's nice. I don't think I have that disc. Actually, you heal them with poison, right? I'll have to do that at some point. But yeah, I'm pretty freaking proud of that. Just for the general process of how long it took. Alright, let's go. Conduit power kicks in. Just to make sure those phantoms aren't coming for us. Okay, my inventory looking good. Let me toss these seeds. Alright, let's get back to spawn proofing. We'll take to the skies so we can move a little faster. See if we can get through at least like one stack of bulbs. That seems good. Then should we go pick up the Then we go pick up the pets. Also, where did my button go? I keep the buttons are so small. I'm more so like, where did it go? Because I don't want to accidentally pick it up and be like, oh, there's where it went. Yeah, it's not in my adventuring supplies bundle. Okay, I'll just make another one. There we go. I don't want to adhere to the button making agenda. Let's check on Marwood. Yep, he's still there. Can't get me, though. Okay, we got this tree. Nope, doesn't look like it. See, look, this little piece of leaf, like, practically makes it so, like, they want you to do this. It's practically begging you to go up and put a redstone lamp in it. Actually, don't want to keep my hoe there. Keep your hose in check. Rest in peace, Doom. See, a perfect spot like this, I can just fill in a gap there. Ah, the fruits of my labor. Oh, those iron things are stuck. Actually, how much is that? Only 17? That's not bad. Let's just go ahead and deposit that real quick. Yeah, I'm fully dedicated to the iron farm life. This thing rocks. I've seen like builds on how to make like simultaneous farm, like iron farms, but that just seems like so much effort to make it work. To transport villagers that far. Stupid zombie, you don't have good armor. Okay. There we go. Got another splendid, like, underwater structure over here. Oops, I sawed that. I stripped that. I can fix that. Every one of these bodies of water is going to have a conduit in it somewhere. Just part of the process. That's another like idea for a stream off the top of my head. You imagine us going around using chunk base and just finding all of the buried treasure. Because I think there's a lot more on this continent than we've discovered so far, just from like one of my cursory looks. And each one of those means we get a new chest and we get a new conduit to place down. I might actually have to go back to the AFK fish farm to get more Nautilus shells. Okay. I gotta make sure my Nautilus shells aren't full of seaman eggs. Man, that's a reference. God, I would love to play Seaman. It would be a very complicated game to stream. It might have to be like a weird situation where you get like a full playthrough that I'm not doing live on the archive. But that is an experience. It is a very weird game. Okay, there's another one. Could make it a sort of pre or post game mainstream bumper. I could. That's actually a really good idea. The issue being is that I would need to accommodate for Seaman in my OBS scenes for that, which wouldn't be like super duper hard. But also just would be really, really painful to organize the playlist for that. I'll consider that, though. That's actually a really good idea. Same way as I do any other OBS stream scene, I guess, but the thing is that, like, imagine... Like, think about just, like, how many different games I play actively throughout, like, any given month. Like, doesn't even have to be, like, like a bad month for variety from me. I would have to import the whole scene into all those different settings and have like the audio adjusted differently and such. Honestly, like, I'm thinking like more, it's a lot easier than I'm making it seem. I've talked about that stuff a lot, haven't I? It's like, oh, it's not that bad. I'm making it sound a lot worse. I would be far more convinced though that does OBS just not let you change scene? Well, changing scene is easy. Like I can literally just like, oh look, I'm back at the introduction screen, and then I'm back over here again. But it's copying that stuff over from different scenes that's a bit more tricky. I have to use an actual extension to do that kind of stuff, even though that seems really, really basic. But you know, it's OBS. It's open broadcasting software for a reason. Yeah, I'm convinced now that that wouldn't be hard to pull off, but just imagine splitting up all of the Seaman like segments for a stream. That's where it gets a bit more complicated for the VOD channel. Again, not impossible, but oh wow, that's a nitwit. Okay, let's put one right here. This is like, this part I need to fill in, and I had a really, really dumb idea earlier on how to do so. I was going to take all the, like, standard deep slate I had been picking up and fill in to get rid of all the the source blocks, and then mine it with a non-silk touch pickaxe so I could get the cobbled deep slate I need. Utterly stupid, I know, but would get me the results I want. Hold on, I'll be right back to kill you, Enderman. I just need to get rid of this, these useless leather pants. Surely there's a faster way. Yes. Sponges. That at least gets rid of the water. That at least gets rid of the water source blocks, but at the same time, I also need to fill that area in eventually, or I'm going to be standing on top of like an empty crater. And that'll come in at some point. Where did those Endermen go? Did they already despawn? I feel the need to have my chest plate on. Yeah, we can get this tree here. I was also thinking we need to find a chicken jockey. Not just because of obvious reasons, but the point is that chicken jockeys drop the lava chicken disc And the like official version of lava chicken that is in Minecraft is actually fire. And I was thinking, can't you like artificially make chicken jockeys? Like, you just have to have a baby zombie near a chicken, right? I was playing on my own a little bit, and I ran into a cow jockey. It was not as hard to kill. That's one thing we have over Java. We have so many more different varieties of jockey. Like, we can literally get panda jockeys. They can jockey a lot of stuff. Not everything. But they can certainly jockey more than what's in Bedrock, or in Java Edition. Like, practically any, like, big bipedal mob, they can jockey. Like, I think they can jockey horses. Be actual jockeys. There's probably an extended list of every jockeyable mob on the wiki. I just know it's a big number. And it's one thing that we Bedrock players have over Java. This is why we're doing the spawn proofing. Can you guys just let me, like, fill in my gap? How do you get this? How do you get the jump on me there? Oops. That looked weird. Yeah, you see, like, this is good lighting. I think the baby zombies can even be spider jockeys. Honestly, feel like that would be that's even more threatening than a standard spider jockey. Baby zombie jockey. No, that's the thing, is that one of the things that they can be jockeys of is they'll ride, like, piggyback or on the shoulders of actual zombies, so they can be zombie jockeys. It's kind of adorable when you look at it that way, but it's also terrifying. Because you kill one zombie and it just drops into another zombie. Speak of the little devil. And they're gonna light up here any second. Just gonna keep myself occupied with my lighting antics. Just got a couple more bulbs to go. If this was like true, like old me, how I played Minecraft, I would have spaced these out perfectly. And probably in some parts I will do a bit more like even spacing, but like who cares at this point? Also, you're pacified now. Spiders should spawn on peaceful mode and not attack. Kind of bugged me because they're neutral mobs. Or, no, they are hostile. They just... They're moody. Okay, so let's get the, let's get this here. Oh. That's the wrong bundle. Spiders are a mood. Yeah, they just they won't aggro you unless they're in the darkness. It's definitely a mood. Okay, let's get this bordering acacia tree real quick. Okay, I can do two more standard trees, now one more. Don't want to waste. I can make more daylight detectors, but we can spice up tonight's activities a little bit. I would say we did a pretty damn good job. There we go. I just gotta make more daylight detectors, get some more lamps. Got plenty of bulbs. We don't need to worry about those. So I'll stow these into my light chest. There we go. I don't need Virgo anymore. So how many diamonds do I have? I have a lot of diamonds. Okay. I was thinking of doing some more trimming. Mainly just for like my gold helmet that I have just for getting around piglins. I thought that would be a fun thing to have. At least look a little pretty. Maybe a waste, but I have it. I have a lot of stuff in moss now. I can splurge. Get myself a little boy dinner. Okay. Stow that. Grab the acacia chest, or shulker box. This is still not enough wood that we need for the mansion, mind you. That I'm fairly certain. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what's something else we can do right now? I gotta grab the other, Is it 3 sugar? God, I forgot the recipe. Head over here. Head up this way. Where's my wheat? Here's my wheat. I have not made a cake yet since I've done this. Let's celebrate our hard day's work with some cake. Yep, okay. So I do remember how it's made. Awesome. Now we should get the lie any second here. Here, I'll put it right next to my bed, so I have a midnight snack. Okay. I think we've put it off for long enough. A sad like amount of time. Let's go get our pets. And also the enchantment table. Because that's another thing I left at the shack. We're not going to be able to get back by Elytra. We're going to have to walk back. We can show Spectre and Beth all the land we've crossed. Oliver, too. I haven't forgotten Oliver. It's just that he's the problem child a little bit. Hello, my beloved pets. You've been so loyal staying here. I'm so happy. Alright, let me just take these. We can leave the shack empty. Right? Have you been feeding them? They've been feeding themselves. I'd assume. And yes, I'm using a pick here because I don't want to. I guess. Okay, I do have an under chest here. Gotta pull out cancer for the silk touch. Okay. Let's see here. Oh man. I'm fucking nostalgic for this. What the shit? All that netherrack. God, all this stuff. Wow. All these books. I still gotta go through all these. Alright, let's just make sure. Yeah, give me my leads. So, gotta have James. And gotta get Dylan. Oliver. I don't know why I want to call him Dylan for some reason. I'll make another bat and name him Dylan. If that lines up at some point. Can you hold still, please? If you don't hold still, you're not coming to the castle. He's gonna go in the Sniffer Sanctuary. He's gonna be the guardian of them. Because he's a good bat. There we go. There's my achievement for the lie. It took like 30 minutes. Flapping mice. Yeah, basically. Alright, come on. Come on. Come out of the basement. You're wanted up here, James. Thank you. This is a pain in the ass. It's with the new lead mechanics, I think. Like, am I gonna need to do 2 trips to get James and this? I might need to make 2 trips. Hold on. Let's sleep real quick. Okay. I guess... Hold on. Give me this back. And nice, I got the where have you been achievement. For that zombie flesh. Oliver, can you just not put bats leads on bats? Hold on, is that like a real thing? Can bats have leads? Minecraft. Oh my god, you can't. Guys, I think... yeah, it looks like Oliver's just gonna be sticking in the shack. By the looks of things. Alright, come along, James. Everybody, like, Minecraft experts are like, God, he's so stupid! Yeah, it's not my fault. I had a pet bat. Alright, my lovely pets. The time has come. Thank you. Thank you for following me, Spectre. Alright, let's go. They can stay in there though. They have a blood oath to fulfill. The next person to find this shack will be eating good. Let me put on my armor. Wow, I could have done this a lot sooner. Cause I was literally Oliver was the crux of why I didn't want to get the animals. Cause I thought that he was gonna fly away and I wasn't gonna be able to have a fun bat. I guess not. So I'm sorry, Beth Inspector. That is completely on me. It's alright, they love me. Also, did you know for an achievement, you gotta get like 20 cats? That's a lot of cats. And I have a good idea how to use them. but that's still a lot of cats. I love that they shake off. Oh, these are shrubs. I actually want to pick up some of these. Only want one ender chest in here. Classic pig. All this leaf litter too. There's so much nature I want to put into the Sniffer Sanctuary. We'll do that stuff once we're settled back at home. I think I'll close off on that. I wanted to go for kind of a long stream because it's been a while since we did Minecraft, but I'm like really tired. Like I'm probably not exuding that energy, but I am just gonna like pass out when my body hits my bed. Go bed. Yes. Soon. I would like to see the Sniffers grow up a little bit if that's in the cards for tonight. We don't have all that many achievements left to get, I think. Yeah, we only have 20 more achievements to do. I think they should make cats able to have Oh, we got names for the Sniffers. You missed me introducing them. You'll see them again when we get to the sanctuary. Got some ferns. Just gonna carefully go down here. Alright, here's the raid village. Something that's going to come soon is I'm going to try and set up a raid farm, but the pillager outpost that's near here is too close to another village for it to be functional. So it's going to be a part of the Nether network. So that's another incentive for me to get that going. But I might just focus my efforts more on getting all the achievements now. The network, yes. It's a good name for it. Don't mind me, just ex-hero of the village, just strutting through. It's truly unfortunate Ghost died on us. Maybe I just made them sit somewhere and they're not moving. I can't exactly tell. Oh yeah, I can show this off. I got a brand new villager breeder. It's in this lovely cobblestone structure. It's actually a lot nicer on the inside than it might look. I'm hoping that it holds back children. So I had to make an adjustment there. Well, yeah. Yeah, if there are kids running around. How'd this guy grow up here? There must be some part of this that's not considered a savanna. And that spawned that. That's kind of cool. All right, awesome. I'm glad that works. But yeah, I made it nice and cozy in there. They're not like they're against their will. They got nice beds. I even put a clock there. I had to idle there for like so long in order to have them all grow up, but it was worth it. And then it's far enough so it doesn't conflict with the trading hall. It's perfect. I just need to... I kind of want to make like a mini village where the whole trading hall is. I've learned some really cool building hacks. Just from browsing around on YouTube, and I want to make that a reality. Like make a little dock so we can park like the boat when we're meeting over. Pay no attention to the armadillo suffering. Building hacks, you know, like just like cool stuff you can do with building if you know, stretch your mind a little bit. There's a lot of them. All the armadillos suffering go back to the live, laugh, love sign. You know, maybe I should put live, laugh, love there. All right. It's not night yet. Can't eat a slice of cake yet. It's gonna be night soon. There we go. Oh, thank you for the rabbit hide, Spectre. Okay, you guys can sit here for a little bit. And I'm gonna go check in on the sniffers. Oh, let me put down this, took my very fancy enchantment table zone. There's a little bit of wasted space back here, but I'll figure out what to do with it later. Oh, out of the way, James. There we go. Look how nice that looks. I'll figure out where to stow these other bookshelves. Okay. So James is going to be one of the allays that's going to be positioned in the sanctuary. See, there's more cave sounds. Apparently this is a cave. This is like beyond a lush cave. Alright, yep, there's still snifflets. Okay, so let's start with just putting down a couple of bushes. So we got the firefly bush. It doesn't really need any other like stuff like that. Some ferns. You double these up? No. I need to get some I need to get some other stuff. Like podzol. Actual time I'm gonna dig up the podzol that's around my spruce. Cause I just my vision for this was just like it's a really diverse area of sniffable blocks that the sniffers can just can be like a glutton for choice with. And so help me, I'll make it happen. Okay, so fly on up. Make kind of a bit like a splodge right here. Also, hello, Cole. Gonna have to dig that out eventually because I'm gonna have another another like farm below the sanctuary. For to grow the ancient flowers. And there we go. That's a nice little blotch of podzol. What are the other blocks they consider to be sniffable? I thought I knew this on top of my head. Oh yeah, coarse dirt and dirt. Yeah, the dirts, yeah. Let me just pull up the sniffers page real quick. Yeah, coarse dirt, grass block, moss block, rooted dirt, and podzol. Rooted dirt, that's the one I've been prepping for. As much as I hate to admit it. Look at this stuff. I bought it off of the wandering trader. And I got some coarse dirt as well. Let's see, put in my coarse dirt there. So look how just nice that looks. Just spread it out randomly. Put a little bit here. Oops, it's a little too much. the side effects of having a really good shovel. Let's have one of the firefly bushes actually be on top of one. It's rooted with the firefly bush. It's brilliant. And yeah, they can do podzol, muddy mangrove roots. Yeah, I don't have muddy mangrove roots. I can get them probably, but I'm making this look so natural and not natural at the same time. Like, you get what I mean? Oh man, that cow wishes it wasn't here. Yep, I think they're still young. Adult sniffers are really big, aren't they? Of course, another thing we can put down here once I get to it is a bunch of flowers. They will enjoy that. Oh, more sounds. I'm gonna have like a pathway going down like a staircase right here to go underneath. Anybody grown up yet? Another piece of coarse dirt there. I can also put down a couple more moss carpets and all that, but I feel like the moss block should be back here where the sniffers like roost. Sniffers roosting. You know what I mean. Also, definitely gonna put in some azaleas, and like the roof here is gonna be leaves, so the leaf particles will fall down. We'll have like vines going up on the wall. So can I put vines on? Okay, I can. That's good. We gotta vine up the walls. They're transparent blocks, so it'll let in the light. There we go. That looks so nice. Man, I love just... I have a vision in mind, and then I put it together, and it comes through. And it's perfect. Now we just need adult sniffers. And we need adult sniffers, one morelay, and maybe like a blue axolotl if I get lucky in this pond. And then, it'll be perfect. How the hell you still spawn there? There's plenty of light. I'm gonna drop a torch out there. Show him who's boss. I guess it is still pretty dark over here. There we go. I don't think these guys are going to grow up. It's going to take a full 20 minutes for them to reach maturity. But we got ourselves a nice little sanctuary here. We just need a little bit more greenery going around and we'll be set in stone. I think I'm going to call it a night though, cuz I am I feel myself fading fast. But thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you had fun watching me light up this place and build a spot for my sniffly dinosaurs. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Keep it real.